Today's phrase is abusive dynamic. And an abusive dynamic, that's a little bit of a scary phrase because the word abuse, and we often think of physical abuse. And that's true. Forms of abuse can include physical things like you might think of pushing, pulling, slapping, knocking down, and so forth. However, there are also physical types of abuse that are things like that you wouldn't necessarily think of, like pinching or spanking, like friendly spanks. Elbowing, too, could be included. And the context is important. If your partner is giving you a friendly, so-called friendly spank, but it's in the context of not getting what he or she wants, then that's something to look at. Similarly, you might be the one who is the primary in the abusive dynamic. And remember, it's a dynamic. You're not just a victim and you're not just a perpetrator. So it's important to really look at the whole organic system that's going on. In terms of non-physical abuse that can happen in a dynamic, think about things like controlling, manipulative behavior, being passive-aggressive, teasing, sarcasm, these kinds of things. For example, maybe your partner's going away on a business trip, or you are, and there's some kind of joke about, hopefully staying faithful while you're gone. That's a problem. That's not really fair play. And also, if somebody's being passive-aggressive or making those kinds of threats of abandonment, which again is a kind of non-physical abuse, is the threat of abandonment, the threat of breaking up, and so forth. That's controlling and manipulative, and it's not healthy. It's toxic. So, you need to express that bothers me when you joke about being faithful when you're going away. Chances are somebody who is passive-aggressive isn't going to own up to it, so you're going to have to really take it on yourself to decide if it works for you or not. So that's abusive dynamic. Let me know what you think. Post a comment.